Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away. What? Did I say something? Not much for conversation today, are you? Anybody still in there?
Is this actually streaming? Oh, it is streaming. There we go. There we go.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs.
That's no good.
When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
They let you.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Took down 4 guys. Not a spy, right? Hard settling in.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs
This
off
guy's
with
talking
a
every
new
time they start
paramour and takes the rent money with her.
doing this thing where you
Off to the
start
synth.
moving
An
forward with
upset
them. They
father
just tell you a
decides
long
moving
ass
him
story.
and the kids to good neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started...
Wait, what the deuce? What the deuce? How dare you? This guy came out of nowhere. Can you not move? Are your legs messed up, you douche nozzle? Get owned.
You trying to get someone killed?
Dang, man.
I think we ought to talk.
Aw, man.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling for a while now, and I figured, especially after all that stuff with Dima, that you deserve to know more about me.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
anything you want to know?
You just told me everything. I don't want to hear any more. Who are you?
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. You remember when Dima was talking about the Institute's personality experiments?
Personality?
My personality. They're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
That's terrible news, bro.
That's terrible. They really just...
Terrible news.
Sure did. It was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. The local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. You should probably head out.
Glad we had this discussion that you were so comfortable to tell me. Damn, I just randomly got a crap ton of shotgun shells. Yeah, I'm supposed to, I don't even remember what I was doing. I'm sure every super mutant in this game are just a bunch of assholes. I'm sorry, what were you saying? I didn't hear you amongst you getting blown up by my shotgun. Oh, hello. What do you got? Bottle caps? Don't care about that. Let me get those caps. Hey, what was that? Oh, where'd the other guy go? Oh, I found an arm. Here we go. Thought he blew up with bottle caps too. Maybe he didn't. Or was it just a fucking... Oh, no. That was some lag. Alright. take a bridge here, but barely any water. Hey man, the fog is real. So hard to see too. What is that? Rabid wolf. You don't want any of this, do you? Hey man, I was trying to tell you. Nick, don't just come creeping up on people, man. Toolbox, open up. Toolbox, give me what's good inside. There we go.
Got it.
Oh, just give me everything. What's going on? What you see here is nothing. That may concern you. Yeah, get going, bro. Hey, look, dude. I got this pistol here, and what I can do is I'm gonna shoot you in your face. The stranger. Welcome, my friend. It's the first time I've seen him in quite a while.
The stranger. He's right here. Where'd he go?
Alright. Keep going this way. Where are we going? Dang man, my freaking... Okay, so why am I coming back here? I thought I found this place. I'm fucking confused. Alright, so where's the map? No. Oh, you know what? Son of a bitch, I forgot that I don't even think I did that. Oh, are you kidding me? I had all that set up already. Holy fuck! Run away! I don't really understand what those things do. Alright, so I guess we're going this way. Could go without the fog. Is anything delish in here? Nope. Let's have a building. Let's see, maybe there's something in here. Giddy up, Buttercut, we'll take that. Anything fucking awesome in here? Anything out here?
A lot of people out here.
Who? Dude, you need to stop glitching everywhere, mate. Alright. Alright, at least we know the streaming works, so I'm going to end stream now.